This tutorial is about how to use the graphing capabilities in the ternary plot section of the Chemics School program. The first thing to do in this example is to create spline curves. To create spline curves, we must select spline mode from the drop-down menu. We will now be able to insert spline points in the ternary diagram. Insert a few spline points. A thicker line can be created by unchecking thin spline. It is possible to connect the ends points of the curve by checking the Connect option. Move the spline points to correct the shape of the connected spline curve. We will now create another curve shape, but first we have to select a new and unused set of spline points. We select spline set number 2 since it is not in use. Also uncheck thin spline. Note that the acronym I-U mean in use. To create a new region, insert a few spline points and change its shape by dragging the squares representing spline points. It is important that the endpoints of the spline curve overlaps with the black edges of the triangle, or it may cause that color bleeds into other regions of the ternary diagram. To colorize the two regions, select Fill mode, select a fill point and a color. Use the mouse to insert a fill point inside one of the regions. To identify the last fill point from other fill points, note that only the last fill point has a squared shape. Select a new and unused fill point and a color. To demonstrate the mobility of the fill points, swap the fill points. We can now colorize the white area by selecting a new fill point and a color. It is possible to change the curve shapes, but first we have to enable spline mode to be able to see and move the spline points. To create a high-resolution image of the ternary diagram, copy the ternary diagram to the clipboard by selecting the button with the two triangles. Paste the high-resolution image into a copy and paste enabled program such as a word processor, or modify the image in a Paint program. Thank you for watching this Chemics School tutorial.